See, you made it back for day 2. Today is all about building that strong booty, and we're gonna get started on our backs. You don't need any preps. We're here with the gorgeous moon, so please take in the view and take in a little bit of the burn as well. So come down onto your backs, bring those feet flat on the floor, landing your knees, your feet under your hips. Ground those hands on your pelvis. So right away, you're gonna create a diamond shape with your hands. Bring your thumbs and your index fingers together. And I want you to land that shape around your belly button. So thumbs face up towards your chin, index fingers point down towards your belly button. Take a minute to soften in towards the ground. Take a big breath in through your nose. Fill up ribs, front, back, side. Big soft exhale as you breathe out. Let's do that again. Big inhale through your nose. Exhale, let that go. If it feels okay, maybe close your eyes, tune into your body. Take a breath and fill up those ribs, front, back, side to side. As you exhale, find that lift, that drawing in and up through your pelvic floor as your ribs soften down. Great, I want you to visualize that you're blowing out birthday candles on your next exhale. You're gonna take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, find that engagement through your pelvic floor, audible sound, breathe out. Last time, big inhale, big exhale. So I'm a really visual person and I like to integrate that into my classes. So I want you to imagine you have a little marble in between your index finger and your thumb inside your belly button. And as you breathe in, you're gonna start to roll around that marble. So as you inhale, your low back's gonna peel away from the mat. You're gonna roll that marble towards your index finger. As you exhale, you're gonna imprint your low back on the floor and roll that marble towards your thumb. Great, so inhale, marble rolls away towards your index finger. As you exhale, imprint your low back on the floor, breathe out. You've got it, breathe in, low back peels away. Exhale like you're painting your low back on your mat, breathe out. Great, one more time, you're inhaling. Every time you exhale, you're scooping in and up through that strong pelvic floor, breathe out. You've got it, breathe in, lengthen. Reach those hands alongside your hips, spread your 10 toes. Take an inhale as your low back rocks away. As you exhale, start to imprint your spine as you lift your bum away from the floor, moving in towards that bridge. Great, so back of the shoulders are rooted down, hips are pressing up towards the sky. Imagine you have a little ball between your thighs that you're squeezing. Take that inhale here. As you exhale, you're just gonna roll down that right lumbar side of your spine. So rolling down bone by bone, right side only for 3, for 2, for 1. Rock your pelvis away from the mat, breathe in. As you exhale, imprint just the left side of your mat into the floor as you roll up for 3, for 2, for 1. Big inhale at the top. Exhale, roll down that left side again for 3, 2, and 1. Pelvis rocks back. Inhale, as you exhale, roll back up that right side. Last time for 3, last 2, and 1. Inhale at the top. Exhale, roll back down that left side. Last 3, 2, and 1. Bring your pelvis back to neutral. So feel those ribs and your pubic bones cinch together. Get heavy through your palms. Big inhale here. Press through your feet. Exhale, lift those hips up. Tap that ass down. Exhale, squeeze. You've got it. Down and squeeze. Down and squeeze. You've got 8. Shh. So the difference here is that our ribs and pelvis are moving as one unit. For 5. Shh. Don't let those knees splay. For 3. Last 2. Last 1. So explore pressing through those big toe mounds and notice how it fires your hamstrings a little bit more. And then you're gonna pulse those hips up and up. So little lift, little lower. You've got 8. Every exhale, you're finding that contraction for 7, 6, shh, for 5, shh, for 4. You've got it. 3, 2, 1. You're gonna lift and hold, stay here. Spread those feet a little bit wider than your normal stance. You're gonna drop that bum all the way down. Exhale, scoop it up. Drop it down and squeeze. Down and lift. For 4, shh, for 3, shh, for 2, shh, For 1, you're gonna lift and hold. Toe heel those feet all the way towards the middle of the mat. So heels and toes come to touch. Squeeze your inner thighs like they're getting sucked into a zip tie. You're gonna drop that bum down and then exhale, lift it up. Drop it down and squeeze. Down and squeeze. You've got 6. Breathe out. 5. Exhale. For 4. Shh. Last 3. Shh. Last 2. Shh. Last 1. Lift and hold. Take an inhale as you roll to the pinky edge side of your toes. Open your knees. Exhale, squeeze them together. You've got it. Open and squeeze. Open and squeeze. So don't let those hips fall as you open your thighs. For 7. Shh. For 6. Every time you breathe out, you squeeze those thighs together. Last 4. Inhale. And 3. For 2. Shh. For 1. Open those knees wide and then little pulses like you're a butterfly. For 8. Out and out. Last 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Squeeze those knees together and then pulse your hips up and up. Last 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Hold at the top. Press in towards your toes. Big inhale. As you exhale, segment your spine bone by bone, rolling down for 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Take those hands, interlace them above your head. Press your palms towards the sky. As you exhale, slide those hands behind the base of your neck. So drop your head in towards that hand basket. It's gorgeous out. Bring those elbows in towards your periphery. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, you're gonna hover your knees until they come into 90. So keep those knees separated, but your toes and your heels together. Breathe in as you lower your head and shoulders down. As you exhale, soften those ribs. Breathe out, lift up your cervical spine. Inhale, imprint head and shoulders. Exhale, lift it up. You've got it. Down, breathe out. For 4, shh. For 3, shh. So much less of a crunch, much more of a lift from your sternum like you're trying to get a suntan across that chest of yours. Last 2, shh. Last 1, you're gonna lift and hold. So head is heavy. Take an inhale as you straighten those legs somewhat. Exhale, squeeze those feet, draw those knees back in. Inhale, send it out. Exhale, squeeze. You've got it. Straighten and squeeze. For 4, shh. For 3, shh. For 2, gazes towards the sky. Last time, squeeze it in and hold. Separate those feet now so they're hip distance. Take a breath in here. Breathe out as you exhale. Pick up your head and shoulders. Inhale here. As you exhale, strain that right thigh, twist over towards your left. Breathe out. Inhale, center. Exhale, you've got it. Shh. Inhale, center. Breathe out. For 3, exhale. For 2, shh. For 1, straighten that right leg and then tap your foot all the way down on towards the ground. You're gonna open that left knee and roll on over towards your left side. Great, so I want you to stack that right thigh on top of your left, and then you're landing those knees aligned with the long edge of your mat, using your left arm as a pillow here. So bring those heels aligned with your hips, use your right hand, and feel your left side peel away from the ground. Feet stay connected. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, hover that top leg. Inhale, lower. Press that left thigh down. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Drop it down. Breathe out, lift. Lower and lift. Down and lift. So I like to use the right hand as a little gauge here. So notice what's firing first. Is it your glute or is your hip flexor taking control? So maybe that means you don't lift as high. You've got 4. Don't sag through your side body. For 2, shh. For 1, lift and hold. Intend your hips forward. Pulse that knee up and up. For 8, 7, 6, last 5, last 4, last 3, last 2, last 1. Lift and hold. Take an inhale here. You're gonna hover those heels now. Great, so heels are hovering. Tap your right knee towards your left. Tap your right ankle towards your right. So breathe in. Exhale, you've got it. Together and heels, knees and heels. For 4, shh. For 3, shh. Last 2, shh. Last 1. You're gonna hold those knees together like you're a clamshell. Squeeze as you breathe out. Inhale as you open. So exhale this time as you squeeze. Inhale, open. You've got it. Breathe out, squeeze. Inhale, open for 4. Shh. For 3. Shh. Last 2. Shh. Last 1. Lift and hold. Tap that left thigh down. Straighten that right leg. So turn those toes towards the floor. Tap them down as you breathe in. Exhale, send that heel towards the sky. Drop it down and lift it up. You've got it. Down and lift. Down and lift. For 4. Shh. Last 3. Shh. Last 2. Last 1. Lift and hold. Straighten your leg out like you're pressing in towards the imaginary wall. And then draw miniature circles just with that ankle. So small circles the size of a walnut. Hopefully everyone knows walnut size for 3, for 2, for 1, reverse for 3, for 2, for 1, pulse that heel up and up. Little lift, little lower for 8, 7, 6, spread those toes for 5, 4, last 3, last 2, last 1. You're gonna take that right foot, bend your knee and stamp it behind your left thigh. Straighten that left thigh nice and long. So right knee points up. You can ground those right fingertips in front of you and left toes are flexed. So left toes towards that left corner. Right knee is pointing up. Take a breath in here. Feel those engagement through the side body and then exhale, hover that left leg. Drop it down as you breathe in. Exhale, squeeze it up. Down and lift. You've got it. Down, breathe out. Down and lift. So notice the temptation to want to wiggle around through that pelvis. Stay stable, stay strong. We've got a gorgeous sunset for 4, for 3, like you're squeezing, trying to kiss those inner thighs together. For 2, for 1, hold there and pulse that thigh up and up. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, last 3, last 2, last 1. Tap that right knee on top of your left, make a fist, and give your cheek a little bit of love. It's gonna need it. And then I want you to turn towards the short end of the back of your space, wiggle your shoulders square and press in towards your hands until you're in that tabletop position. Great, once you land there, ground your hands underneath your shoulders. Start to paw out your hands. So get tactile through your fingers. Soften those elbows, take a breath in here. Find that strong tabletop position where you're balancing that pot of coffee on your low back. As you breathe in, send that right leg long behind you. I told you we weren't finished. You're gonna flex those toes. So tap those toes down as you inhale, exhale, squeeze it up. Drop it down and squeeze. So it's not about how high you lift, it's about that connection towards your core. So we're not dumping into our low back. Protect that beautiful back. Great, now I'm a visual person again. So imagine you've got oranges. I'm also obsessed with talking about food in classes. I don't know why. So sorry for the temptations, but imagine you have oranges stacked inside your armpits and you're squeezing out all the goddamn juice out of those oranges. So creating tension through your posterior chain. You've got 4. Don't stop that squeeze of that cheek for 3. Breathe out for 2. For 1, you're gonna lift and hold. Find little pulses here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Great, you're gonna drop down on towards your left forearm. Send those right fingertips out long. So square off your shoulders, squeeze that right elbow back. Point those right toes, breathe in. As you exhale, flex your foot, hug your heel in towards your glute. Great, you're gonna tap that knee down beside your left and then pick it up towards the right. Squeeze it in, exhale, lift it. You've got it. Down and lift, down and lift. For 4, shh. For 3, shh. So neck is long, look towards your left thumb. Keep distance between your shoulders and ears. You've got it. For 2. Last 1, you're gonna hold there and stay. So pick up that right inner thigh and then pulse the top of your knee up and up. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, last 3, last 2, last 1. Little pulse here. Hold, draw those miniature circles. So keep lifting that knee for 3, for 2, for 1, reverse, go the other way. For 3, for 2, For 1. You're gonna hold here. I want you to pick up that leg, straighten it behind you, and then exhale, squeeze it back to where it was. Breathe in, kick it. Exhale, squeeze. You've got it. Send it and squeeze. Straighten and squeeze. For 3, shh. For 2, shh. For 1, draw that knee in. Squeeze it in towards your thigh. Exhale, lift it up. You've got it. In, breathe out. Last 8, shh. 7, shh. For 6, only 5. For 4, mind over matter. Get out of your glute. Get into your body. Maybe that even means get into your head. For 1, lift it up. Drop those knees together. Send both arms straight. Sink your hips back towards your heels. Big exhale, let that go. Find your shell stretch. Take a minute to wiggle those hips side to side. Whee! Big inhale through the back side of your ribs. As you exhale, you're slowly gonna roll up your spine until your head lands on top of your hips. Great, so if you know you have sensitive knees, this is where you're gonna double up on your mat. You're gonna take those arms forward, breathe in here, press through your knees, and as you exhale, scoot those hips up. Great, you're gonna send those arms forward, drop that hip, exhale, squeeze, you've got it, down and squeeze. So imagine you're holding a little pillow between your inner thighs, breathe out, you can drive those elbows in, squeeze those biceps, you've got 4, shh, for 3, shh, last 2, shh, last 1. You're gonna hold back and hover those hips from your heels. So that place where it feels like you can almost touch, but then you're not. And then you're gonna pulse that bum up and up. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, go full range, exhale. Drop it down, breathe out. Last 4, shh. Last 3, shh. Last 2, shh. Last 1, lift all the way, reach those arms overhead. Big inhale here. Big exhales, you drop your weight back onto your hips. Send those legs out long in front of you as you shift your bum to one side. Whee! Great, so you're gonna slide those hands behind you, stamp those feet, windshield wiper your knees side to side. So feet can come mat distance, a little bit wider, side to side for 4, for 3, last 2, last 1, come back through center, toe heel those feet out nice and long. So scoot your bum forward and come on the bony parts of your ass. So find those bony sit bones, reach your fingers towards your toes, take an inhale here. As you exhale, we're moving into our roll down. So curve your lumbar spine, we're rolling down for 4, for 3, heels and pelvis stay rooted down for 2, for 1. Take an inhale as you sweep those arms overhead, making sure I'm not gonna land in the sand. As you exhale, you're gonna interlace those fingers, push your palms away from the back of your toes. And then as you exhale, slide that space behind the base of your neck. So drop your head heavy, take an inhale here. As you exhale, you're gonna slide your feet across your mat for 4. So they land underneath your hips for 3, for 2, for 1. Bring the soles of your feet together, allow your knees to fall wide. So squeeze those shoulders towards your ears for a minute and then draw them down and back. So root heavy through your elbows. Press those feet together. Big inhale. As you exhale, pulse those hips up. Drop that bum down. Exhale, lift. So breathe in lower. Exhale, squeeze. You've got it. Down and lift. Down and lift. For 4, shh, head is heavy. For 3, last 2, last 1, pulse those hips up and up. For 8, 7, press your toes together. For 5, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Big inhale here. Slowly you're gonna roll your spine bone by bone back down. Take an inhale at the bottom. As you exhale, squeeze those thighs together. Breathe out for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Land your feet hip distance. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, hover both knees 90 degrees. So this time, keep your feet, your knees spreaded, or your knees apart. Spreaded's not a word, I don't know. Take an inhale to prepare and drive those knees away from your chest. Breathe in here. As you exhale, Pick up your elbows, breathe out, cervical knot. Inhale, lower back down, bone by bone. Exhale, lift it up. You've got it. Down, breathe out. Down, breathe out. For 4, shh. For 3, shh. For 2, shh. For 1, lift and hold. Gazes towards the sky. Hip bones are drawing in towards each other. You're just gonna pulse your upper body. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Spread those toes. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, straighten left leg, twist over towards the right. Inhale, center. Breathe out. You've got it. Center. Exhale. Shh. Inhale. Exhale. For 3. Shh. For 2. Shh. For 1. Straighten that left leg. Bend it and bring it towards the floor. Reach your right arm overhead. Roll on over towards your right side. Whee! We're already there. Can you believe it? Maybe not. So you're gonna land that right arm overhead, drop that left knee on top of your right. So your knees are aligning with the long edge, send those heels behind your hips. So take a minute to set yourself up. Imagine if you had 2 headlights on your hips and they're shining forward. Hands are on your hips, heels stay connected. Big inhale here. Exhale as you hover that left knee. Squeeze those thighs together. Exhale and lift. You've got it. Down and lift. Down and lift. For 8. Shh. For 7, shh. Last 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're gonna hold here, pulse that left knee up and up. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold that knee up and then hover your ankles. So ankles are hovering, they're connected. You're gonna tap that left knee towards your right and then squeeze that left ankle with your right. So knees tap, exhale ankles. Inhale knees, exhale ankles. You've got it. Knees and ankles. Knees, toes, head. I'm just kidding. Simon says, for 3, shh. For 2, shh. For 1, hold those feet up. Separate those knees. This is your breath in. As you exhale, I want you to squeeze that left knee towards your right like you're squishing a grape. Breathe in, open. Exhale, squeeze. Shh. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze. You've got it. Open and squeeze. Open and squeeze. For 4. Shh. For 3. Shh. For 2. Shh. For 1. Hold there. Send that right knee down. Push it in towards the ground and straighten your left leg. So flex those toes. Turn them down towards that corner. Tap them down. Squeeze that heel up. Drop it down. And squeeze, down and squeeze. You know what you're doing. You're staying long through that right side of the body. So it's much less of a crunch through the side body. We're only going foot to hip level. That's all you need to squeeze that ass. For 4, shh. For 3, shh. For 2, for 1. You're gonna hold here. Flex that left foot like you're pushing into an imaginary wall or a real one. And then you're gonna draw those miniature circles. So you can use your left hand to stabilize your pelvis. So your glutes are part of your pelvic floor. You've got 3 more rounds in this direction. For 2, for 1, reverse, go the other way. So they're small as can be. Go smaller than you think. Soften that neck. For 3, for 2, for 1, flex that ankle, pulse that ankle up and up. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tap that left knee on top of your right. Take your fist and tap out that glute. Whee! Great, you're gonna square off your shoulders to face the short end of your mat. Take an inhale as you exhale, push the ground away, landing your tabletop. Drop those hands underneath your shoulders. 1 time, drop your belly, lift your chin, tailbone. As you exhale, push the ground away, round your low back. Shh. I lied. 1 more time. Squeeze shoulder blades down and back. Lift tailbone. Exhale, find your angry cat. Push the ground away. Great. Slide back into neutral. Big inhale here. Squeeze those palms towards your knees towards your palms, and then send that left leg long. Flex that foot. Tap those toes down. Exhale, lift. You've got it. Down and lift. So elbows stay soft, gaze stays beyond those index fingers. Core stays turned on. You've got 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. You're gonna hold here and then pulse that heel up and up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold here, drop down towards that right forearm, and then send your left fingertips out like a kickstand. Point those left toes, flex your foot, and then squeeze it in towards your glute. You're gonna tap that left knee down, right away open it towards your fire hydrant. Inhale, squeeze it together. Exhale, open. You've got it. Down and squeeze. Keep your gaze beyond that right thumb, right elbows tracking underneath your right shoulder. You've got 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Hold here. Distance between those shoulders and ears, and then pulse that knee up and up. So see if you can lead with the inside of that left toe, big toe. You've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. Draw those miniature circles with the inside of that left knee. 4, 3, last 2, last 1. Reverse, go the other way. 4, 3, 4, 2, 4, 1. Tap that knee all the way down. Exhale, squeeze it up. You know, down and squeeze, down and squeeze. Last 3, last 2, last 1. You're gonna lift and hold. Send that leg behind you, flex your foot and bring it back to where it was. Send it straight, squeeze it in. Send it long and squeeze. For 4, last 3, last 2, last 1. Squeeze it in. Tap that left knee beside your right. Send your bum towards your heels. Find your shell stretch as you breathe out. Whee! Woo! Take an inhale at the bottom. Maybe wiggle your hips side to side as you breathe out. Our last little flow here, walk your hands back towards your heels. Take an inhale here at the bottom. As you exhale, press in towards your feet, lift up on towards your knees. So find that kickstand with your legs. This time you're gonna tuck your toes under. The moon is shining bright for our last little flow here. Send those arms nice and long in front of you. So I want you to think about tucking that tailbone under and keeping those ribs stacked above your pelvis. So options here are to cross your arms like a mummy or to bring them out in front of you. So it's not about how far back you go. It's about maintaining connection through your midline and squeezing those inner thighs together. Great, so you're gonna breathe in, lower back behind you. As you exhale, draw those inner thighs together, lift back up, breathe out. Inhale, send your pelvis, hips back. Exhale, squeeze it up. You've got it. Back and squeeze. So if you're like, hell no, this is too much, great, we're gonna come back here for 4. So either with your toes tucked under or not, you've got 3. Last 2. Last 1. Take a big inhale at the top of your standing position. Reach those arms overhead. Big exhale as you sprinkle your hands beside your hips. Drop your bum down. Send your legs out long in front of you. You're gonna cross and send those knees nice and long. Knees nice and long, legs nice and long. It's been a long day. You're gonna bend those knees. Take that left ankle and cross it on top of your right thigh. So the closer your right foot is toward that right hip, the more intense this is gonna be. We don't need to be super intense through our stretching. And then as you press your chest towards your thigh, see if you can draw that left knee away. So maybe you stay still or you get mobile, rocking left to right. We're here for 4 more counts. Last 2. Last 1, come back through center. You're gonna straighten that right leg long, cross your left thigh on top of your right. So stamp your foot outside of your right thigh. Give yourself a hug with your arm around your left leg. Scoot that left arm towards the sky, big inhale. As you exhale, land those fingertips behind you. So find a nice gentle stretch. Big inhale as you draw your belly button in towards your thigh. Big exhales, you soften through your lumbar spine. One more inhale. Exhale, slowly bring that out back through center. Uncross your thighs, maybe give your legs a little shake. Send those fingertips behind you, bend your knees, cross that right ankle on top of your left thigh. So once again, you get to choose your variation here. We don't always need to be doing the same thing. You know what serves your body best, so please follow that. Not just for my class, but for every class you show up to. You've got 2 more breaths. Soften that jaw, that space between your eyebrows. You're gonna send that left leg long now. Stamp your right thigh across your left. Give yourself a squeeze with your left arm. Reach that right arm overhead as you breathe in. Exhale, sprinkle those fingertips behind you as you find your gentle twist. One thing we are gonna focus on here is not rounding through our lumbar spine. So think really about pressing your belly button up towards that right knee. I was about to say nigh. Inventing my own words is a common thing in these classes. One more inhale. Big exhales, you bring that back out through center. Great, you're gonna send those legs long. Find a comfortable seated position, either sitting on your knees, sitting cross-legged, whatever suits your body best. Drop those shoulders away from your ears. Take an inhale through your nose. Feel ribs, belly expand. Big exhale through your mouth. Let's do that one more time. Breathe in, fill up. Big exhale. Lift the 2 corners of your mouth, maybe to make a smile. My name is Maddie. I'm so happy I got to take you through this day 2 of our Pilates 7-day challenge together. Let me know how it went. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and tell me how class went, what you liked, what you hated, what you loved. And I can't wait to see you back for day 3.